I hope it don't go in so I can blame it on you. I hope it tears up.
That's messed up, Andrew. All right, as you can see, we are back working on Andrew's car today. We're gonna be putting the new yoke in, drive shaft and yoke and all that stuff. We've done nothing else to the car since last time you saw it, basically because Andrew's lazy. But today, we're gonna go ahead, finish this thing up and get it on the road. And I hope we're able to take it down the road for a quick little drive. We'll see though. I guess while we're sitting here waiting, talk about the lightning real quick. Like guys, this is probably one of the last videos that you're going to see the lightning in. I went ahead and detailed this thing, so I just want to take a moment and show you guys just how clean this thing is. And I know it's mine, and I know that probably comes across as bragging or boasting or whatever, but I never really realized just how clean this thing was fully detailed out, because I've never really taken it this far. But I absolutely love this truck, and I really do hate to have to get rid of it, but as you all know, we got to do something. We just bought this truck over here, and this thing is going to have to go. And why is that? Well, I've got to put some money back in my bank account, so that's why. I spent all of my extra money that I had on a down payment, so this thing needs to go. But check it out, guys. This thing is clean. It really is. It's a good truck. And of course, if you guys remember when we painted the truck, I forgot all about painting under the hood the day that we painted the truck. So that is what it is. I'm not even going to worry about it. If it bothers somebody that buys it, they can just get it painted themselves. I'm done. But engine bay cleaned up really good on the truck. You could really take it a step further and get down in here and really clean like all that stuff. But guys, that's the lightning. Got the Calypso out, got the retro out. We were taking some pictures last night. That's why everything is staged the way that it is. Retro's looking good though. Check it out. You guys don't get to see it much on the channel. She still looks good. All right, we're gonna let Andrew do this. I'm gonna step outside real quick because there's one thing that I want to say as far as universal joints go. So I think we may end up doing a video on universal joints because they can be tricky. As simple as universal joints are, a lot of people have never actually replaced them, and they can be tricky. They're even tricky for me sometimes, you know. I get the universal joints in my hand and I'm like, which way do these things go? You know, what do I need to do first? Do I pull both end caps off? Will it go in this way, or whatever the case may be? Universal joints are tricky, guys. I'll take you in here in just a second once he's done beating and banging on this thing, and I'll show you just real quick, like a tip or trick, if you will, on how to get these things in. So real quick on these universal joints, I just want to say this. If you notice the way we did this, now there's probably a million different ways to do it, but if you'll take your one cap and go ahead and knock it through until it gets to the point where the snap ring will catch. See that lip? Go ahead and beat that cap in far enough to where that'll catch. Then what it does is give you enough of the shaft of the universal joint for this to go in, because this has little needle bearings and they need to catch. So if you look right there, they're already around this shaft, meaning the bearings that are in this cap can't come out. So that's just a quick kind of tip, if you will. Now I know a lot of you are like, man, what are you talking about? I know how to put universal joints in. You'd be surprised though at how many people don't know how to put universal joints in. Anyway, we'll cover that in a different video. Right now we just got to get this thing done. I'll get back up with you guys in just a second once we start putting everything back together.
Man, all over.
Dude. Andrew, you get it filled up? All right, so where are we at right now? We've
$18 worth of it on the floor.
Yeah, so we finally got the drive shaft in. The yoke worked out pretty good. We had to go rob 2 drive shaft bolts off of Joe Nate's new Explorer. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but we'll show you that in a video here coming up soon. We'll get back to you as soon as we get this thing fired up. Everything should be good on the car. Like I said, guys, this is an easy swap. All you got to do, if you had an automatic in the car but originally had a 5-speed, seriously, it's as simple as just putting like a T5 back in it. It's no different. So there's really no changes that we had to make. That's why I've not covered a lot on this car.
Put it on the ground just yet.
Yeah, in this series, simply because there's really nothing to share. You might think that it's a big deal, big swap, but it's not.
Smash the clutch one time.
Yeah, it needs to be, just needs to be tightened up a little bit. All right, we're gonna get down here, do some clutch adjustment, and then we gotta get a shifter handle in it. Then we'll check everything. I'll get right back with you. Do that for now? Yeah. Okay. Everything looks good. How's the clutch feel? Lock it down where it is. All right, guys, that was a success. So we got his clutch sorted out. He had a little bit of a noise down here. Clutch just basically wasn't tight enough, the arm. So we're gonna lock everything down and probably go ahead and give this thing a test drive. We'll get back with you in just a second.
I ain't turned the timing down.
All right, here we go.
That's reverse. I don't like that. It grinds in reverse.
Here we go, guys. Maiden voyage.
It's a good feeling in this black car.
Yeah, that's full. It don't like to turn. guys. Trust me, we're both like a little uneasy right now.
Yeah.
It's our first face-plated ordeal, but I've watched Neo drive it. I know it's a good transmission. We just have to figure out how to drive it. So it's unique. I guess every shift with this car is just gonna have to be.
Yeah, which is fine and all, but I don't know about that. See?
What was that?
Yeah, I just
Taking it out?
Yeah, when I bumped it out, it bumped a little too far forward. It took
Now you might be able to double clutch it before you go into the next gear.
Like when it's bumping, when I hear that noise when I take it out of gear, that's my fault. It's like you press the clutch and it just falls out of gear.
Oh yeah.
So when I'm pushing it up, it's bumping a little too far forward and touching the next gear.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some getting used to.
It's definitely gonna take some getting used to it, and it's a little uneasy right now.
Get some pointers and stuff.
Yeah. The clutch seems good though.
Yeah, the clutch seems fine.
That was unique. That's an experience.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to on that for sure, because it's not synchronized. So we know when you go to the next gear, it just goes into the next gear. So it's hard to explain. It's just there's no synchronous. Yeah, it just falls in. So you have to be careful, because whatever gear you're going to is going to go in it. It don't matter what gear. You have to retrain your brain on this, and
Yeah, it's really hard to just.
It's something that Andrew's going to need to do by himself. He needs to take this car out, drive it, and play with it so that he can learn. Right now, I don't know, it's kind of weird. We got in the car and we both, it's almost like immediately forgot that the thing was face-plated. And we're like looking at each other like, what is going on here? But everything should be good, guys. First impressions, it's unique. It's different. But Andrew played around one time and just kind of popped, what was it? Fourth gear, just like ever so slightly, and it's pretty cool. Like, it goes. That's that. I'll get back up with you guys in the next video, let you know how Andrew likes it. We'll give you some updates once he gets used to driving the car. And as always, thanks for watching.